If your student has been doing endless practice questions and the score is not moving, there's a very specific reason. It's probably not the countless and seemingly random questions. It's almost certainly the review. Here's how most students review practice questions. They check the answers, they see which ones they got wrong, they feel bad about it, and they move on. That process teaches them almost nothing. Checking the answer tells you what you got wrong. Reviewing the mistake tells you why. And the why is the only thing that prevents it from happening again. We see the same pattern constantly. A student finishes a practice session and immediately flips to the answer key, ignoring the explanations for each wrong answer. They hastily move on, feeling more stressed than ever. Confidence plummets. Maybe they make a note to study comma rules or review quadratics, but that note never becomes specific action. And then they move on to the next barrage of non-strategic practice questions and mock tests and make the same exact errors in the same categories, sometimes on the exact same question types. It's a vicious cycle. We've reviewed thousands of students' practice tests and assignment statistics. The most common error is not a math error or a reading comprehension error. It's the same error made 3 times in a row on 3 consecutive practice tests that the student believed they had fixed after the first one. They had not fixed it. They had glanced over it. Those are different things. The review process we use with every SATPG student has 4 specific steps, and each step is non-negotiable. Step 1, attempt the question again before looking at the answer. Before you look at the explanation, cover the answer key and try the question again, right away, cold. This tells you immediately whether the original error was a genuine gap or a careless mistake made under time pressure. If you do get it right the second time, that's simply a performance error that can be strategically fixed for good. It just requires timing and pressure practice. If you get it wrong again, that's a knowledge error. It needs concept drilling. These 2 error types require completely different responses. Most students treat them identically. That's the first mistake in the review process. Step 2, write the error category in your notes or journal. Every missed question gets logged with 3 pieces of information: the question type, the specific skill it was testing, and whether it was a performance or knowledge error. This log is your most valuable prep document. Over multiple tests and practice assignments, it shows you exactly which categories you keep missing and how often. Categories that appear more than 3 times in your log are your priority drilling targets. Everything else is secondary. Step 3, understanding the why before reading the explanation. Before reading the provided explanation, write it down in your own words, why you think you missed the question. I picked the wrong answer because I misread the question. I chose C because I forgot the comma rule. I ran out of time and guessed. This step forces active processing instead of passive reading. Students who do this retain the correction significantly better than students who simply read the answer explanation. Understanding why you made the mistake is the only way to prevent it from becoming a habit. Step 4, drill that category within 24 hours. Within 24 hours of your review, find 5 or 10 additional questions in the same category, not from the same practice test, and drill them in isolation. This is the step that converts review into actual skill building. Without it, the review session is just information. With it, the review session becomes training. If you do not have access to additional questions in that specific category, that's exactly what a systematic prep program does provide. If you implement this 4-step review system after every practice test and session, attempt again, make note of the error, understand the why, drill within 24 hours, you will break the plateau. Not immediately perhaps, but within 4 to 6 weeks of consistent application, you'll see the same error categories disappearing from your notes. That is when the score starts moving dramatically and does not stop. One student told us this review system was more work than taking the test. She was correct. She also added 420 points in 8 weeks. We stand by the process. Next video is the one the parents and students both need. What SAT and ACT scores do top colleges actually want? And what the numbers mean for scholarship opportunities. Subscribe so you catch that one. And if you want to see how this error review system works inside a full prep program, click the link below and we'll see you in the next video.